Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Running. In this episode, we're gonna do a little bit of experiment using grease pencil again. So grease pencil and this emoji thing is just like for a quick convenience because I have a bunch of emoji picture that I could use. So I can simply create something like this. This is actually pretty simple to create. This is grease pencil and it's a live grease pencil, and I can easily kind of resample the strokes into this grease pencil. And yeah, I just want to display how we can set this up. So yeah, let's just jump into it. There is a new script node by Zefi, one of Sverchok developer. He made this script node to measure the length of a grease pencil. So yeah, I think that's actually really handy because why? Let's say we have like a bunch of grease pencil, like a short one and a long one, and we use Sverchok to resample it. You will see that we're gonna get all kind of resolutions with the grease pencil. So I'll show you. Object ID selector and get the grease pencil. Active frames, and by default, oops, wow, it crashes again. I'll do it. I'll restart Blender real quick, and we're gonna quickly set up the same thing. So few strokes, short and long strokes, and we're gonna resample it using Sverchok. Sorry about that, it's just my computer. Okay, delete everything. Go to top view, anyway, compositing, click this Sverchok view, top view, short stroke, long strokes, longer strokes, and spiral. And let's do select object ID selector, grease pencil, and look at this thing using viewer draw. By default, we have these random points. They're actually how the grease pencil being sampled when we are drawing something, but that's not very good. We need to resample it. If we resample it using vector interpolation and range float, that's kind of working, but you see that like a short stroke gets like really dense points, longer one not so much dense. So that's actually not very good. So we're gonna fix that real quick. Grease emoji. Make sure it's safe now. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. The quick trick is to use a script node light, and we have this comes with Sverchok. So you just select this node, and in here you will find the template. Get this guy, path length. So this guy will measure the length of each grease pencil strokes, and by doing so we can actually give it a better resampling. The way to do it is simply plug in the grease pencil vertices, goes in here. Now we have the length of the grease pencil strokes. The length goes into this guy, the count. But we have to make sure that the count never go lower than 2. So we're gonna add a 2 here, and here I can just multiply it. I think that's kind of pretty good. So now we have like a much better resampling. So each line, no matter how short, how long, it's gonna resample nicely. So if you don't believe me, I will just gonna like do like a scribble. There's a really long strokes. Update it. See, same strokes, same resampling. Okay, so let's write blend, for example. Blend. We can have this, so it's nicely resampled. we can increase the number, and also if you want to randomize it, just have like a really dense points. And oh, by the way, what's going on? This guy, vector interpolations, and we get this result. That's pretty interesting. I think we need to use a UV connection. Kind of break that in. Yeah, I don't like that kind of connected lines thing. Oh, that's interesting. So grease pencil. Plus multiply range float. This guy goes in there. Maybe I need to convert socket. Turn off cyclic. Okay, that's bad guy. Actually, vector interpolation and cubic is actually pretty good. It's give you like a nicer curve. Okay, so if you want to randomize this, you can have it, and you can increase the number of points like so. So you have like some kind of thickness. Okay, cool. The nice thing about this is you can, let's say, instead of just points and instead of doing instancing here, we're gonna take advantage of Blender particle instancing, because particle instancing is really fast in Blender. So bmesh viewer, merge the result, plug this guy in, so we have this bunch of points. Turn on particles, generate particles based on the number of points. Just spawn particles based on the points first, and we're gonna see for the grease pencil, we're gonna pick a frame. Okay, so we still have our blend. This is actually like an animated particle. It's a dynamic. I'll turn it off. Turn off the physics of particles. We're just gonna use it for our purpose. Let's do the emoji thing. Oh, we don't need to see the grease pencil. I'll hide it. So file, import, and let's get a bunch of emoji. Use alpha and make it shadeless. Emojis, smileys. Let's get a bunch of them. Import. So we have this guy. Oh, because I'm recording, it's taking a while. It's gonna load all the textures. I probably should use less. Okay, now we got these. Simply group them, put it in different layer, M2, and then select our particles. Use our group, pick random, increase the size, rotation on, scale, actually reset the particles system. Let's see what else. Actually, vertex random off. Interesting that we have that kind of rotations. Maybe turn on simulation. No, actually it should be off, and global should be off. Random size maybe scale off, rotation on. Okay, that's interesting. Top view. So we have all this guy. Emitter off. So the rotation is something that's we need to take care somehow. Maybe the rotation actually follows the vertex, somehow follows this vertex normal. So that's interesting. If I didn't randomize it, maybe let's say we have like only few samples. Turn off randomization. Still get a weird rotation. If I turn on the physics anyway, we're gonna have that. So randomize. Oh, that's interesting. Pick random size. Make it smaller. Maybe have more sampling anyway. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I think turn off physics. There you go. This emitter geometry affects the normal. Interesting. So if you want to count how many particles we have, we can check from the vertices. So check the length of the vertices from this object. Out. Object ID out. Get this object. This length. Find the length of this guy. To 424. So this number should match the number of sampling. No, we can probably just copy data path and set property here. Control Option Shift Command C. Paste it here. Plug this there. So the count should match. If we change the sampling of our grease pencil, you see the particle counts change. So that's kind of neat. Okay, so there you go, our emoji grease pencil. Probably the next thing if we want to refine this is to make sure the rotations of the particles always kind of facing the camera if you want that. Otherwise, this is pretty much it. So yeah, that's another quick look of grease pencil. I use grease pencil a lot. I think it's a good idea to kind of just doodle on and draw with grease pencil time to time because it helps with your creativity, and I think my brain's kind of click with a grease pencil anyway. It's always good to have kind of a way to draw in 2D when you are in 3D package. Very cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this live learning. Hopefully you enjoy it and find this useful. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.